Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to be talking about trend line identification, all right? So the importance of that. So using trend lines is super important. So let's go ahead and recap. So when the market is ascending up, okay, this is called bullish. When the market is making higher highs and higher lows, you'll hear uptrend. Okay, market going up. Trending. When the market is moving in a downward trend, you hear this as bearish, the highs and lower lows, downtrend, descending market. Okay. Okay. Using trend lines is super important in the market. And of course, when we don't have anything going on in the market and the market is moving sideways, okay, it's going in this direction. This is what we call consolidation or a range in market sideways movement. Okay, it all means the same thing, okay? So this is what you will see. Now, the key thing to understand here about trend lines all in itself, about trend all in itself, is its key points that it makes when it's going up and when it's coming down. So these are the areas that we want to pay attention to as we are drawing our trend lines. And I'm going to show you how to draw your trend lines properly. And I'm going to also add some resources at the bottom of this video for you so that you can understand what this looks like. So let's look at this in live market right now, okay? And let's draw some trend lines. I'm gonna go back to December of 2020. Okay, so from this point forward. Okay, so we'll draw some trend lines all the way up until current market. So you're going to get your trend line tool, okay? And one of the things I love about trend lines is that it's going to help you see where the market is headed. So when you come to a chart, your first question is, where has this trend began? And I see that it has began right here on this green candle, and then I'm going to pull it to the future. Okay. People will ask, you know, how do I know that I'm drawing a valid trend line? 2 to 3 touches, okay, is a valid trend line. 2 to 3 touches is a valid trend line. Okay. All right. And I want to say you have one here. All right, so that's a valid trend line. This is confirming that the market is moving up in an uptrend. Okay, it also pulled back here. All right, so that's a valid trend line. So let's go through the market here. All right, now we have a trend line here. Okay, I use the wicks when drawing my trends. Okay, some people do not, but I do. Okay, so you have 3 valid touches, that's a valid trend line. You can have big trend lines, you can have small trend lines, you can draw trend lines on any time frame, okay? All right, when the market was moving up, you had a trend line here for the market moving up. All right, here are the valid touches. All right, for that one. All right, now the market is moving down. And these are nothing but diagonal support and resistance areas. So market is moving down. Okay, now we have another valid downward trend where this market is creating lower lows and lower highs. Okay. Okay. You have trend line here confirming a downtrend. Okay, 1, 2, 3 touches. So 2 to 3 touches, valid trend line. Okay, the market makes some movement here. Upside, uptrend, uptrend. So another thing that you should know about trend lines is that sometimes the market will do a break, and that's okay, and go in a different direction. The trend lines will help you see that. So this is why it's very important to draw them, okay? This is a sideways movement. So we are doing nothing here, okay? Now the market started going up, okay? And you adjust as the candles form. So unless you have 2 touches, you would not even be drawing a trend line, okay? This market is going down. Okay, and as price develops, you would adjust to better fit the situation. You can see clearly this downtrend here. All right, market is consolidating here. And this market is going up. I like to keep my candlesticks, I like to keep my trend lines clean. Okay, valid trend line for that uptrend. We have a downtrend here. Okay. So this is going to be the assignment for this video. Okay. Now, I know you're going to ask me about these candles here. You'll learn in future videos what fake outs and breakouts are. So the homework assignment for this video is just to practice, come to any chart, okay, here where it says Forex, pick a chart, and you are going to practice finding trend lines. So yes, you can draw it like this, but you can also draw it like this to better fit the situation. I'm going to say that one more time. A lot of beginner traders, they learn how to draw their trend lines like this, but as price develops, okay, you're going to adjust. And this was the better trend line to fit this situation, okay? All right, price is consolidating, we're doing nothing, and then we have an uptrend. So the question of the day is, where did the trend begin? Trend began here, 2 touches, uptrend, okay? Okay, uptrend, okay? So you can practice drawing your trend lines for uptrend, for a downtrend. Practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice on different time frames. You can practice on a daily, the 4 hour, the hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this market is ascending higher, as you can see. All right, so let's move on here to downtrend. Okay, hope everybody can see that, downtrend. Okay, downtrend. Okay, so this again is you practicing seeing how the market moves. All right. Now, let's talk about actually fanning out price. Okay. And understanding that when the market is changing direction, okay, that you may use trend lines to see that. So you can see, okay, this trend began here. Okay, which means that this uptrend was strong. We have a strong uptrend here. Okay, but price began to weaken. Okay, through these levels. You ever seen an Asian fan? It's the same concept. Okay, we use from the very beginning where price began, and you begin to see price weaken, okay, and move between these levels. I hope everyone sees this, okay, until what happens? Price begins to essentially flatten out completely until you have a complete change in direction. Now we are absolutely headed down, okay? So here we were strong going up, and then slowly but surely, price began to move between these levels and fan out, okay? And now we are in a whole different direction, and we are in a downtrend, okay? So hopefully that makes sense, and you can see now why it is really, really important to use trend lines, all right? We will catch you in the next video.